Trae Young is officially a Washington Wizard, and honestly, I think the Wizards just pulled off the biggest W of their season so far. The trade is pretty simple. Trae Young to the Wizards for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert to the Atlanta Hawks. But here's why the Wizards won this deal. First, they finally have direction. For years now, the Wizards have put together teams of young assets with potential, but none of them have broken out to be any sort of franchise cornerstone for them. Trae instantly gives them identity and an offensive engine that they can now build around. He is now their franchise cornerstone. The Wizards also had nothing to lose. They've been in rebuild purgatory for like 4 to 5 years at this point, taking a swing on a 27-year-old point guard who just a couple seasons ago was leading his team into the playoffs and at one point led them to an Eastern Conference Finals. And the trade looks so much better when you actually analyze what they had to give up. 2 players, but no draft compensation. The Washington Wizards have been a struggling team in the Eastern Conference for the last 2 to 3 years, and so the fact that the Hawks couldn't get any draft picks in return is straight up criminal. And that's why I say the Hawks took a major L on this trade, because CJ McCollum is a 37-year-old guard in this league. He only has a year or 2 left. And Corey Kispert has been a solid NBA role player his entire career, but never a player that has made a significant impact on a team. The one thing that keeps this trade from being an ungodly, legendary L for the Hawks is that CJ McCollum is on an expiring contract. So at the end of the season, CJ McCollum's contract will be off the books and the Hawks will have about $30 million in cap space to play with in upcoming free agency. Hopefully they can use that money to build around their young core such as Jalen Johnson and Dyson Daniels and Onyeka Okongwu. But as of right now, I see this as a zero risk trade for the Washington Wizards and unfortunately an L trade for the Atlanta Hawks. What do you think? Did Washington just fleece Atlanta, or is this just one small step in a grander plan for the Atlanta Hawks? Drop your take below, hit that like button, follow, subscribe, do all that BS for more NBA breakdowns. Peace.